All right, welcome. We break into our original programming on HTV to bring you some news about the rain here and around the area. And certainly we're going to give a chance for the audience to sort of build. We are breaking in. We do have cameras out and about in the parish of Terrebonne. I have just spoken with Parish President Michel Claude, and he's going to join us shortly by telephone. He has assured me that all of the pump stations have a representative watching every pump station in the parish of Terrebonne. And certainly, I mean, we have to say, this is a huge rain event. And what we're going to do, let me show you a radar shot if we can shortly. That's the rain over the area. If you're anywhere in the HTV viewing area, we are getting pummeled by rain. So what I would try to urge everybody, like we always do for events like this, is just try to remain vigilant, try to remain calm, because there's a lot of rain that's going to be falling. And it's a training effect, it seems. It seems like after one of them leaves, another one comes through. I know that is hard to digest when you have water in your home or in your business. But the key things we have to remember here, and I really want this to sink in, if the pumps are not failing, and they don't seem to be failing at this point, it merely means that there's so much rain falling that the pumps cannot keep up. Now, and we're going to make sure that's the case, but from what I'm understanding, that could be the case. We had a lot of rain come down. So the key thing right now is try to get a handle on your personal situation, what you're going through. If you're living in an area that is susceptible to these type of rains, well, naturally, you can expect to see a little water. However, if you buy yourself a little time and the pumps are keeping up, then you may be out of the woods. So it's a touch and go thing. Every situation is different. Joining me now is Greg Bush with Terrebonne Parish. Greg, thank you so much for joining me today. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
All right, give me an update if you can on, I just spoke to Mr. Claude a while ago about the pump situation. I do realize we have a tremendous amount of rain falling. Take us through the parish. What are your concerns at this point, and how well are the pumps keeping up?
The pumps are operational. We've stationed employees at every pump station to ensure that the pumps are monitored very closely. I would like to advise residents that the rain came down awfully fast, and there's probably water in the streets. So please slow down. Don't cause wakes that would cause your neighbor's house to flood. We've had no reports of any houses flooding.
Okay. Good, and that's good. That's a good sign.
Yes, very good.
Let me take. We've had calls, and we always get them, Greg, here at HTV. People saying areas are flooding. North Hollywood. Any of the businesses flooding on North Hollywood at this point?
I've had no report of that. No.
Okay, so you see, that's where we have to differentiate between what is official news and what is talk on the street. I'm sure we're going to have some water somewhere because of the water that came down, but as of right now, all pump stations, in your opinion, seem to be working properly.
That's correct. And again, they have an employee stationed there to constantly monitor it.
All right, what's the future look like for the rest of the day? What are we looking at from the Weather Service, and what's your best guess on this thing?
The rain should continue till about 4 o'clock. It will slow down, though, which will make it much more manageable for us.
Okay. Are you finding that this little lull we just had has allowed at least a little bit for the pumps to catch up a little bit?
It definitely has. It's also allowed our crews to get out and clean more catch basins and find some other obstacles.
Okay.
Remember, it's been so dry, we've had a lot of trash, and that trash has come down the conveyance systems and the ditches, and they're blocking things up.
What would you guesstimate at this point? We had about 2 to 3 inches, or what?
Well, no. At the one place we do register it, we've had 8.5 inches since last night, 4.5 since 8 o'clock this morning.
Wow. Okay, because I'm seeing they said to expect 2 to 3. So you said in one place up to 8 inches?
8.5 since last night.
Okay.
And that was on Bayou Drive.
Wow, okay, that's incredible. So 8 inches of rain. I know it doesn't rival the 15 inches we had back in the May floods, but that's pretty substantial. What the pumps can handle, what, 4 to 5 inches?
Easily 5 inches.
Okay.
Once above 5, they start to fall behind. But again, that's only in certain locations.
Okay. So right now, would you say the 8-inch area is still of major concern, or are the pumps trying to catch up at that point?
I would say mostly in the Bayreuth area, they're still trying to catch up. That area got hit awfully hard.
Okay, all right. I guess we'll keep monitoring. We'll try to stay in touch with you, Greg, throughout the day. If you can't keep us posted on what you're finding and where we're at, we'll try to keep the people informed as we walk through this thing.
I certainly will.
All right, thank you, Greg.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
All right, Greg Bush, once again, Terrebonne Parish. And we will be in touch with Parish President Claude in a few short minutes. But now I was looking at reports of 2 to 3 inches, but he is informing me that around that mall area, we had 8 inches of rain. That's incredible. Now, this is footage that we have from around that area this morning. Look at the cars. Okay, it's a no-brainer, people. If you got water in the street, look, oh my God, we got a sheriff's unit going through there. But slow down. Be respectful of especially the businesses. Now, this is okay. Water's not deep on this side, but if you're going through a subdivision, slow down. I mean, the difference between some people having water in their business or their home could be 2 to 3 inches. You go through with a bus like this, you're causing a wake. And the wake eventually gets to the home of the business, and they get water in their home. So please be respectful and try to understand that we have had a massive amount of rain that has fallen here in the area, and we're going to have more on the way, and we're certainly going to get you some more footage. We'll take a break. What we're going to do, I'm getting reports of certain areas, and look, before I say this, I got to let you understand, it's got to be factual. If you have not seen the water in somebody's home or their business, don't call it in and say you think they have it, because it's hearsay. But if you have witnessed it, if you have water in your own home or you have water in your own business and you want to give us a report, we would love to gather that factual information. If you want to send a picture or video to htv10.tv, then we could download it from you and put it on TV. But just identify the area, identify where you are, and we will try our best to get you that information. Now, keep in mind, we've also been on the phone with Parish President Michelle Claude. Every pump station, and you heard it from Greg Bush, every pump station in Terrebonne Parish has an eye on it right now to make sure that they are all functioning. So we're going to continue to get information from the parish president on down through his ranks. If you have any concerns about any area, give us a call, 879-1231. We'll be right back to answer your phone calls. It's all next.